Success is never ending. Failure is never final. Try, try, and try until you succeed. Myself, Anjali Dixit, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Juridical Sciences, Rama University, convey best wishes those who selected as a judge in UP Judiciary. Mr. Bhuvan Shrivastava, a judge of Uttar Pradesh District Court, is one among thousands of law graduates who create the Judicial Services Examination to realize the dream of entering the highly respected Indian judiciary. For those who have an inclination towards public service, the judiciary can be worthwhile option. The Judicial Services Examination provides a secure and a comfortable tenure. Besides, it's given an opportunity to the selected candidates to serve the country. Around 50,000 to 60,000 candidates appear for Judicial Services Examination each year. But only those like Judge Mr. Bhuvan Shrivastava who studied with a purpose and according to a plan succeed. In order to succeed in Judicial Services Examination, a candidate can either adopt the self-study mechanism or can take in the assistance of a coaching institute. For the preliminary examination, the focus remains on the bare acts study thoroughly, whereas with regard to mains examination, conceptual clarity about the various concepts of law is needed. It's said by Mr. Bhuvan Shrivastava. As far as the interview is concerned, apart from the thorough knowledge about the current affairs as well as the basic general knowledge, the focus should be on various important concepts of laws as prescribed under Indian Penal Code, Civil Procedure Code, Criminal Procedure Code and Evidence Act, he added. What is Judicial Service Examination? Judicial Services Examination or PCSJ, Provincial Civil Services Judicial Examination, which they are commonly referred to, are entry-level exam for law graduates to become members of the subordinate judiciary. The state governments, under the supervision of the respective high courts, appoint member of the lower judiciary based on the competitive examination. Judicial examinations, what is the eligibility criteria? The eligibility criteria for appearing in Judicial Services Examination is a degree in LLB and he or she has enrolled or qualified to be enrolled as an advocate under the Advocates Act 1961. No experience is required and final year candidates can also appear. The age limit varies according to the state. It is usually between 21 to 35. Higher Judicial Services candidate must be graduate in law and have a minimum number of years of litigating practice, usually 7 years as in Uttar Pradesh. What is the structure of exam? Judicial Service Examination is held in 3 successive stages, namely preliminary examination, mains and Viva-Voce or interview. Preliminary examination serves as a screening for mains exam. It comprises objective type questions. The marks secured in the preliminary examination are not counted for the final selection. The percentages of the qualifying marks vary as per state. The minimum qualifying marks in the preliminary examination is 60% for general and 55% for reserve category. Mains examination is subjective types. The exam comprises 3 to 4 papers. The marks secured by the candidate are counted for the final selection. Candidates equal to 3 times the number of vacancies are called for Viva-Voce. Viva-Voce or personal interview is final stage of selection where candidates are assessed on general interest, personality and intelligence among other factors. The syllabus varies across state. It is broadly divided into civil law, criminal law and language paper. The weight given to the language paper is around 20% to 35%. The mains examination constitutes 6 to 7 paper and almost 70% of the questions are of law. So how to prepare for judiciary? Candidate must prepare a plan for action and implement the same diligently. Besides knowledge of the subject, one must also be aware of current affairs. Candidates should first understand the syllabus and then begin their preparation. They should create a proper study plan. Reading newspapers and magazines is must. First, through with where at. Many candidates who have qualified Judicial Services Examination or have sat for the examination consider the key to crack the preliminary examination is to be through with the bare acts of the related subjects. The candidate for judiciary examination must be through with the statutory provisions, particularly procedure laws like CRPC, CPC and IPC, evidence, etc. Many a time, judiciary examination of some state also asks the section or article number pertaining to related statutory provision. Such questions are commonly asked from the Indian Contract Act. Current affair. General knowledge and current affair is one of the important section in Judicial Services Examination. One of the best way to prepare for the general awareness and general knowledge is to read newspaper daily. Through most of the newspaper these days are flooded with the commercialized. The Hindu, the Indian Express can be relied upon the better preparation of current affairs and general knowledge. The candidate for a sincere preparation of judiciary, apart from being glued to the books, shall also be aware what is happening around. The candidate should read the latest and important judgments and what important observation verdict was made in the cases. Many legal information websites including www.vakilnumber1.com covers the latest judgments and also publish a summary of the judgment like into legalworld.com. Apart from judgments and any changes in law and amendments are also published in this magazine. Going through such website on a regular basis or subscribing to their newsletter a great way of keeping oneself legally updated. Solving previous year question paper is the best way to aware of type of the question asked in the judicial examination. Many publications provide subject-wise previous year question papers. Candidates preparing for the exam can also solve the questions chapter-wise so that they are aware about what more needs to be done in a particular topic. This way candidates will be thorough with the question asked chapter-wise. Prepare notes. In this world of cyberspace and technology, students hardly these days prepare notes. However, preparing notes will give methodological and comprehensive knowledge of the legal topic. Moreover, preparing notes gives self-confidence and can also be preserved for future use, reference, and most important for the last minute revision. Personally, I have always relied on notes to prepare for any examination and have never regretted this method as time consuming and same has always fetched good result. What is the scope of judicial services? The provision of a judge is the most respected post in the Indian legal system. Candidates appointed through Judicial Services Examination enjoy a secure and comfortable tenure. A career in judicial services has two levels. First is the lower judicial services for fresh graduate and selected through the entrance exam conducted by the respective state public service commission like UP, MP, Rajasthan or High Court. An entry through this assured time-bound promotions and secured tenure. The second level is higher judicial services for practicing lawyers. The selected applicant get posted as an additional district judge, which and their promotion is faster. Judicial services is a worthwhile option for those who aim to serve the public with a high social esteem. It offers a secure and safe career with a comfortable, comprehensive package.